Okay, as you can see, they've got a different type of turf. This is a sheet. It's full of, if you can see, it's full of, it looks like some type of algae starting, dirt from the planter box. As you can see, the drains from the planter box come directly here. And because it's not free draining, it's just soaked. And you see, it's just a sheet of turf. It holds a lot of moisture. The moisture is just everywhere. So underneath this, it's just slowly deteriorating because it's not free draining. So as you can tell, if you look around, you see some of the things that's happening with the weathering of the product as well. So as a result of heat, moisture, you have a factor called shrinkage. So shrinkage is where the product, the carrier that's holding the turf has caused a bit of a shrinkage, and it's just pulling the turf apart. So you got this huge crease here. It's just gonna only get worse with time. More water, more sun, exposed to the elements. Shrinkage is happening here as well. And the moisture is not gonna help. And that's just one of the issues that you have with this type of turf. As you see, you can come over here. You see, you don't have that issue with moisture. Even on this side of the planter box, on the opposite side of the planter box, you don't have that moisture because it's free draining. Underneath, you have a free drain system that goes directly under here, and it allows the water to pass through. If you want to have a look, we can pull one up, and you can see you have a bit of dirt, but you don't have that fungus growth. It won't stick to your hands. It's not that type of system. So these are in with pins, and as you see, you just put the pin in, interlock, put it back in, put it here. You're ready to go, ready to rock and roll. The edge, you see the pin here, out, put them back in, ready to go. Yep. A lot better product. You can see sitting up high, off the ground. The damage that you'll have with the turf is completely different, the shrinkage. If you have any issues with something happened to one of these tiles, you can just click one out, put a new one in, you're good to go. With the turf, you see it's not that user-friendly. What you'll have to do with the turf is you'll have to just replace a whole row of the turf. If you try to cut it out, it'll look way too awkward. And as you can see, that water's been raining for pretty much 2 days. That water doesn't sit here, it flows. It's able to go to the drain. As you see, the drain is over here. Got a drain there, got a drain here. That water, you look at this, the water's just going right out of the drain, right down to the drain pipe. And you can see that. And yeah, it just looks good. It's a big difference. If you take the camera and look at this, and then look at that, that looks like a wet towel. It's pretty much like just saturated. This is just, you can't tell if it's rain or the sun's been out for 2 weeks because the water's just allowed to escape. And you definitely need to keep that in mind when you're dealing with these planter boxes because they work hard, and what'll happen is all the soil, the debris, is looking for a place to go. With this, it just sits on the slab. Waterproof and direct.